Yo, what is up, people? What is up? Been 2 weeks off, and that shit had me bop in my head. I'm like, okay, yeah, I missed the tune. I missed the tune. What's
You
up,
know what I'm
Roberto?
saying?
How you doing?
I'm good. I can't lie. I was doing the same thing. I was just on my
I
phone.
saw you.
I looked up. Oh shit! Yeah, the show.
I saw you. What's up to the people in the chat? I see, and I'll say this again on the O.O.C. I love food. Changed his name back. Thank you very much. Because like I said before, I wasn't trying to pronounce that name every time you popped up in the chat, but I do appreciate it. Jason Lee Tucker is in the house, and yeah. So Drop Shop is there. Thank you guys very much. Pretty sure there's other people that are there that haven't commented yet. So what you been up to, Roberto? How you doing, man?
Chilling, dealing with what's going on in life.
You
Trying
want
to
to tell
keep my.
you want to tell the people why we didn't have the show last week?
What happened?
Roberto was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm fasting, so I want to go to bed at like 6 o'clock, so I don't eat for the night."
That's not something I wanted to share, but since we brought it up, yeah, that was it. I had to fast. I had to get up early in the morning, and when they told me to eat my last meal, it was a struggle. It was a real struggle because I get my little eats in every 2 hours, like on the regular. So I'm just sitting there. I can't do nothing but drink water. So I'm like, fuck, let me just go to bed. I can't do no damage like that, man. Started getting a little headache and shit because I was overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some people have to do that shit for days on or a
Yeah,
whole day. And
yeah.
maybe I got to do that, but not right now.
Did you shit? I completely forgot what I was gonna ask. It slipped my
Did you
mind.
smoke what I smoke?
Probably did. I probably did. Got some bullshit up in
Shit.
there. But
Nice.
yeah, man. That's good, man. That you're doing that fasting stuff. I wish I could do it. Maybe one day I'll try it. But
Oh, it
like
was
I
only
said,
for blood work, man. Other than that, I ain't fasting. I have no purpose to do that. If they tell me I have to do it, I'll do it. Other than that, I love food, just like I love food.
Maz Bears in the house. Thank you guys for popping in. Jason Lee Tucker is doing his job and putting the links in the chat. So much appreciated. And hey, man, I think there's a few things that we decided we are going to talk about today, which is some of the stuff that's going on over here in Canada. Basco is in the house. What up? Yeah,
What
pack
up,
up.
Basco?
And then Roberta wanted to do some mental health discussion. So we got a
It is
few
Mental
things to
Health
talk
Month,
about.
you know. We
Yeah, we got
did
a
we did it strong last year this time, so we might as well
absolutely.
make it a regular.
Hey, man, let's do it. So the first thing I had here is which I was going to show is let me just share my screen real quick. I seen these little things on TikTok, right? Not TikTok. Was it TikTok? I can't remember. I think it's Instagram. Um, so the first one we have here is, and this is what's happening, like coming up just now. But Canadians will likely experience shortage of some foods and increased prices as the Omicron COVID-19 variant snags supplies chains and a vaccine mandate takes effect for cross border truckers.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So basically, for those that don't know, is a lot of the truckers, and my cousins tell me like thousands, hundreds of them are all coming up here. They're all going to be like traveling up
Hundreds
here.
of thousands of them.
Yes.
That's the longest rally. It's in the Guinness World Book of Records now.
Oh, is
For
it?
it made it to the Guinness World Book of Records
Oh
because they're
shit.
getting notoriety even from the Americans. Donald Trump Jr. is supporting them, talking about poor Canadians. Like we need his support. You know what I mean?
For real though. But yeah, it's depending on how long it goes, could be pretty bad though. We're talking
Well,
about
look,
food.
it's affecting Americans too because it's cross
Right.
border that this
Yes.
shit is. So them guys are less vaccinated than we are over here. So that's how it's gonna fucking really hurt us in the long run. And it's already cost enough money already. You if you have a car and you're putting gas in your car, it seems like that 157 ain't like the 157 from 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Them notches are moving up less on the tank. Even as far as putting windshield washer fluid in my car. Before I would put that shit in my car, I'd always have a quarter left
So Caleb. Mm-hmm.
with my shit filled up to the reserve. Now, the bottle's empty,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even see it touching near my reserve.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's getting fucked up, and if you don't stop and pay attention, they just do it to you.
Bro, went to the grocery store and I'm like, man, I feel for a T-bone. One fucking T-bone costs like $20, bro. One T-bone. I like to eat too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm spending $40. Why am I doing that? I'll just order McDonald's. It's cheaper. You know what I mean? But yeah, one T-bone is like $20, man. You lucky when you get that shit for $10. And you're like, oh yeah, T-bone's $10. All right, let me buy a couple of them.
You
Prices are
know,
going up. They've started already, and now with the shortage, they're probably gonna go up even more. So man, you need to do because we don't know how long it's gonna be. So I think you need to do your shopping, get your groceries and stuff like that. It's crazy, man. McDonald's going up also. I'm pretty sure they will.
everything. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
it's you know what? McDonald's is funny because it's funny. Jason Lee says that before every time I go to McDonald's. It's not that I go often, but when I go, when you make your order, they always drop those numbers on the thing there, so you know your total when you get to the window.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fucking do that shit anymore.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least the one uptown.
Mm-hmm.
You make your order. I'm waiting for the shit to pop up to see if I want to use my Interact or cash. Shit don't pop up. I get to the window. This fucking thing just flies out with the Interact thing on it. You know, if you don't ask them how much it is, you don't know what the fuck they're charging you. There's no bill in the
Mm-hmm.
bag. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of shit fucked up, yo.
Yeah, I know, and it's getting crazy, and it's gonna get a lot worse, man. We need to get this shit taken care of, bro. Because, and not just that, there was another one that I seen here, right? So we have that. So we have the the food shortage coming up, right? Then there was this one, right? Now, Roberto doesn't have to deal with this, but reports thousands of Quebecers sign up for first dose of vaccine as they threaten
Does it
to
say waxing?
tax. Yeah, it does say vaccine.
I said, look, was my glasses fucked up? Or am I seeing waxing over there?
And then it says tax to unwaxed. You see, that's why this Toronto site, I don't always follow because some of the stuff that they say there isn't like it's trash. But
Or maybe they're
this
not
was
proofreading their shit for they post it.
right, but this is something that I read like on Montreal Gazette, whatever, you know. So
Yeah, they're
now,
gonna put a tax on for the
yeah,
non-fucking vaxxed. Yeah,
they want to tax us even more, right?
but
So
the
if
rest of
you
Canada is saying, I don't know. At least Trudeau's saying, or Trudeau, whatever his name is saying,
yeah, but
I don't
Quebec
think so.
follows their own rules, bro. You know what I
You
mean?
got that
Like
right.
they follow their own rules. If they want to do it, they're gonna do it. And this is what I'm saying. So like Roberto's vax, he don't have to worry about it. I'm not vax. And this is just another way of
You
trying to
go get taxed.
force me to do it. I'm like, fuck it, man.
That's fucked up, huh? Not only that, they're implementing the vaccine pass everywhere.
Hmm.
The only places I think they're not implementing it is the
Grocery stores and
pharmacy.
pharmacies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grocery stores, essentials. Those are only things. Right now, anything over 1,500 square feet, you cannot get into without a passport. So that's Walmart, Costco, um, Winners, Foot Locker, whatever store is over 1,500 square feet, you cannot get in without a passport. So if you need to go to Walmart and buy some brief, guess what? If you're not vaccinated, you better wear them holy ones that you got up in there because you can't go buy them. You know, alcohol store can't go into the alcohol store without being vaccinated. Can't get
Weed
weed
store.
without being vaccinated. And when they announced that, bro, the fucking vaccination first dose went up 14 times. 14 times. Not 14, sorry, 4 times. Right? And people was like, oh, yeah, you're going to take away me getting weed and alcohol? Okay, so we're going to get vaccinated. And then now they put this one about the taxes, and more people are getting vaccinated as well, right? So,
You know what? And we have to say that, we're not I'm not surprised. I'm just, what's surprising me right now, since we're on this tip, is that I don't know which one of them, Pfizer or which one of them's coming out with a specific Omicron fucking vaccine. Do you hear about that?
No.
Okay. So now they're coming out with a vaccine specifically for Omicron. How many of these fucking transformers are behind Omicron? Megatron. All the rest of them coming. And next thing you know, we're going to be all fucking vaxxed out with 12, 15 different
Right. Yeah.
vaccinations. And there's people that are saying, you know what? We don't really think all that's necessary. But the people that are saying that and they have legitimacy and they're saying it, they're getting hushed out a bit. Yeah, no headline news for you. You go see them fucking local news. No one's really paying attention to you. And they're pushing them, pushing them, pushing them. And, you know, the people that are caught up in the middle, for instance, like me, because you know I didn't want to take it.
Yeah.
There's
Did you get the
regret.
booster?
No, I didn't get the booster.
So you know you're not.
But they're gonna force it. Yes,
right. You're not considered
not yet.
fully vaccinated until you get the booster.
Not yet. It's not implemented yet that I have to have it in my passport, but they're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's coming.
So they're fucking everybody. They're fucking everybody. And if that ain't pure control, I don't know what is.
Facts. 100%. And you were saying, you said you didn't want to get it, whatever. Continue. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
You know, I told you I played some wicked shit earlier today, so I'm not even gonna try and stay here like frozen for 10 minutes trying to figure out what I said. Let's keep moving.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, man, bro. I know. Listen, I get it, right? We're the only province that's doing this stuff, which is bullshit, right? I'm sitting here on New Year's watching the countdown, right, in New York, and there's people outside partying, no mask and everything, and we couldn't go outside. You know, like other countries are like, okay, fine, we're gonna deal with it a certain way now, whatever, you know. But for us, we're like forcing these lockdowns, we're forcing people to get vaccinated. You know, you can't go here, you can't enjoy your life if you're not vaccinated. It's fucking crazy right now. It's crazy because before the vaccination, it was okay for me to go to the theater, right? It was fine. It was social distancing, whatever. But the minute the vaccine came out, now all of a sudden, I can't go to the theater. Why is that? Why was it okay before the vaccine, but it's not now? Like, it just doesn't make sense, bro.
And nothing that they're doing here is fucking statistically outdoing anywhere else in the world, showing that it's effective, and they just keep fucking doing it. And these are gonna tell me these clowns are gonna get reelected, and you wonder why we don't vote. You know how frustrating. See, for me not to vote and get an asshole, it's more or less like I deserved it.
Right.
But for me to vote, knowing that there's other people who feel like me, we vote against this asshole, and he still gets elected. Now this shit's gonna bother me as long as he's in politics, right? Because why did he win? This is all bullshit. And then I'm gonna come up with this one. This is all fixed and following these fucking conspiracies. Nah, Dread. Don't have time for that, man. Don't have time for that.
I feel you, man. 100%. Are you?
Go ahead.
Are you gonna get the booster shot?
Only if it fucking prevents me from doing the things that are keeping me sane. Like, I don't understand. They're opening the fucking cinemas 50%, restaurants 50%. We just spoke about this.
Yeah.
No gyms, no activities where you're out and about. You're not face to face. You're not situated in one place. You're moving. There's no study showing where the rates are higher there than anywhere else. We all know where it's coming from, but yet they're the first ones to open. So how the fuck do you want us to believe you want to get rid of this? Who's believing this?
I don't think they do at this point, bro. I don't think they do at this point. Because at this point, it's like, you know, you can't go to the gym. I can't go to the movie theater, right? But it's like, no, the vaccinated, it's the people who aren't vaccinated. You're the problem. You're the problem. But yet people who are vaccinated are still catching it. You know what I mean? At this point, what you should do is be like, okay, hey, it's if you guys don't want to fucking another thing I heard, and this was just a rumor, but I don't know if it's true, that they were talking about people who aren't vaccinating paying for their own medicals.
Sorry?
People who aren't
People who aren't
vaccinated
vaccinated? Really?
paying for their own medical.
Is
Now,
that
I don't.
Canada or Quebec?
I just read an article. I think it was Quebec. I think it was here. But again, that was like a speculation or whatever, a rumor. But I could see them
Oh,
doing that.
here I don't see that as a fucking speculation or
Right. I could
rumor.
see
I
them doing
see
shit. That shit.
what date are they projecting them doing that, and then you could say it's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see it happening where they're like, okay, so if you guys don't want to get vaccinated, if you get sick and you come to the hospital, you got to pay that medical bill. And that would be fucked up if they did that shit.
You
I
notice we
think.
got locked down, unlocked, and again they didn't show no statistics
Mm-hmm,
stating
mm-hmm,
how effective or non-effective this lockdown was.
mm-hmm. How many people have died from the Omicron? They don't tell us that. You know what I mean?
They'll just tell you Canada, not here. Here everything's fucking hush hush, and we do what we do to you.
And we accept it. Right? That's what we do,
Well,
right?
well, what could you do?
That's the thing. I don't know. And if I knew or if someone knew, I'm pretty sure they would do it. But you can't even protest because that shit don't work. They don't give a
Yo,
fuck.
I'm not trying to do a PR for Stacy's chips, but if
Yeah, they're
these
fine.
motherfuckers are good, man. So I might go on mute to crunch a few because I'm falling into the munchie zone right
I
now.
was just about to say, guys, this is the munchie phase. This is the munchie
I'm
phase.
telling you, man, this shit is chronic. Chronic. I'll just listen if you can handle it.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Cool, cool.
Because I also had this one more thing, and I brought it up on the chaos list last night to hear what the Americans had to say with it. But I'm gonna bring it up here because I don't know if you heard it, but I would like to get your opinion on it. So just check out this video. Right
Health Agency of Canada confirmed media reports just before Christmas that it had secretly accessed location data for 33 million mobile devices to monitor the movement of Canadians during COVID-19. That number represents roughly 87% of the population who were spied on without any knowledge that the government was accessing their data. Public Health Agency of Canada officials were forced to admit this had occurred after a request for proposal was published with a call for interest in continuing a program of collecting data for up to 5 more years.
What do you think?
What the fuck? Is that real?
Now I had the same reaction to you, right? I did when I first seen it. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, but don't they do that anyways? Don't they track us with our phones anyways?
Yeah, but they don't tell us.
Well, I think they had no choice but to tell us for some reason, right? They had for some reason, whatever happened, that they had to blab it out there. But I mean, it's what they do, bro. Like you could sit here now, we could sit here now talking. My phone is like right next to me. We could talk about washing machines, and
So
then
hold
next thing
on.
you know,
They know that I was at my boy's house watching football when we weren't supposed
probably,
to have guests.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, so yeah, and what's gonna happen?
Absolutely nothing because nothing's happened, right?
I didn't catch COVID, neither did he.
That's the thing, though, bro. Like that's the thing. It's like you chill, you still do your thing with your boy. You know, my cousin's up in here right now with her boyfriend chilling. Like as long as you're careful, I'm not saying you still can't catch it, but at least if you're putting the precautions to keep yourself from catching it, at least that helps you from not catching it. You know what I mean? Like if you're still sanitizing your hands when you go to stores or washing them as soon as you get home and doing certain stuff like that, then you're kind of protecting yourself, you know, but I don't know, man. I just want this shit to be over with because I am sick
Yo,
of it, and our government is not handling it correctly at all.
for us to watch a Raptors game, for me a hockey game, and see when they play, say in Chicago, the arena's full. They play here, our shit's fucking empty.
Mm-hmm.
Are we different people? Are we breathing different air? Like, what's so different about them and us? You can't even let 5,000 people in. They have 40,000 people in there. How much people were at the football fucking game?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about any? You think we're going to hear 2 weeks down the line that thousands of people caught Omicron at the Rams game? I
If we
don't
did,
understand. I
would have
don't
heard that shit
understand.
already. You know
You
what
know,
I mean?
because how many games played already? Thank you
Right.
very much, Nzo. I don't want to paint that much of a picture. Got to leave some people to use their brains. You know what I mean? It's not the only big gathering that's happened, and you're not hearing any news break of a fucking huge amount of people got fucking infected. You haven't heard it. So, are you not inflicting fear in people? Are you not keeping us divided? Are you not treating us like fucking lab rats, keeping us in our fucking little cubicles? You can circulate a bit, go back. We'll feed you. We'll let you this, you know? Are we not lab rats, fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know about you, but my topic was basically on this mental health is I feel like I can't say everybody, but majority of the people that I know, their wick has been shortened, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like the littlest things will get your heart beating and you enraged, and then you're like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? What's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
Yeah, people are fed up, bro. People are fed
But
up.
you know what? This fed upness could get you in fucking trouble. Because, road rage, guy hits your fucking foot in the grocery store, Next thing you know, you're choking him out on the floor and you're like, you don't even know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I feel is happening. There's no more happiness, man. Who's happy?
The people making the rules.
I don't see them. It's
No,
very.
you know
when's
why?
the
You know
last
why you
time,
don't see them? You know why you don't see them? Huh? Because they're breaking all the rules they fucking tell us to do.
Oh, you're talking about that boy in the UK.
You know what I'm saying? They're breaking all the rules they telling us to do, bro. They don't give a fuck about us, but we're the problem.
No,
and I agree with you.
We could be controlled.
Yeah,
they have no one to answer to.
Yeah, I agree with you. People are getting fed up, and the more you lock people down, is the more that people are going to go crazy. It's just gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Like I got friends that are putting propaganda on the fucking internet like it's their full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it isn't their job, and I'm like, yo, I think you're a little too involved in this, yo. Like, don't let it fucking absorb your life.
Yeah.
If you're that involved, fucking get involved where your word could do something. Become a politician. Do something. Don't fucking populate Facebook with all this, what I call is propaganda. Because you're trying to send me information to change my thoughts on something, right?
Right.
And I support them. And I think if you really think about it, that rally, that truck rally, I would think majority of the country supports them, even vaxxed and non-vaxxed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is out of control. Let Health Canada control things. Get the government out because they obviously don't know what they're doing. Let's see where this goes. But at some point, people are going to break, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're not the only show fucking talking about. This is Mental Health Month, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's not only that too, Roberto. It's like we see in other fucking countries and other states, you know what I mean, and even other provinces who are doing it so much different than we are. And it's like, why the fuck are we locked down? You know what I mean? Like this prime minister we have, he's a fucking the premier. He's an idiot, bro. I'm Legault, whatever fuck his name is. I am so fucking tired of this guy right now, man. So tired of it. People are losing their businesses, can't go into the office, can't have customers come in, can't do this, can't do that. And there's nothing for them. At least the first time, federal government was giving people money and shit, but this time they ain't giving nobody jack, bro.
Nothing.
Jack. Just fend
Nothing.
for
I don't even.
yourself.
Is there any kind of bursary for them? Restaurants? Anything? Nothing.
Not that I know of. There could be, but I don't know. But from what I know is nah. So
See, if they want to really do something, go to fucking Hydro Quebec and work something out that Hydro's free for 6 months. Or go to fucking Telecom and tell them, listen, you guys have made your billions and trillions of dollars ripping off Canada. It's time to come fucking down to reality. $20 a month for fucking phone service, not BMW prices for a fucking cell phone.
for real.
We're being exploited like you can't understand. Like, in all honesty, Nzo, the other day I sat down because, when you have rough times, you think more times than when you're having good times, right? And I'm wondering how the average person survives here. Are they living with their parents? Are they living with other people? Because if you're not making at least $20 an hour, how the fuck you have a cell phone, an apartment, buy groceries, maybe even a vehicle? How the fuck are you paying all of that on $20 an hour, where half of it's getting taxed here? Could you tell me that?
Cable. You know what I mean?
I didn't even mention that shit. I just mentioned the necessities, an apartment that you have over your head, some food in your fucking fridge. You have to have a cell phone nowadays because it's like breathing
Because
air,
who the
right?
fuck has a house phone anyways?
There you go. So
You
for
know what I
just
mean?
those three things, even if you have to buy a bus pass or you have a car, how are you doing that on $20 an hour? And there's some people working for less with a
Yeah, I
family.
know. Yeah.
How are you doing this?
Well, a lot of people got 2 jobs now, bro. 2, 3 jobs. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
But then
And
you get taxed even more.
yeah, you do. And he says in Quebec, yes, we have the QR code app. That is correct. I wanted to bring that up yesterday with the Americans, and I forgot because I don't know if the Americans have it, but we do have that little app on your phone where it can tell you, show you that you're vaccinated. Just go show your phone, show the app.
Oh yeah, I
Boom.
have that shit.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, so we had that. Plus, I remember before all of this stuff, like when we were in the thick of it, they used to have an app where it said, "Hey, download this app," and it'll tell you if anybody has COVID in your area or something like that. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Bam, let me in.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get updated soon.
You got that right, or it's gonna go no go, no pass go.
I was
But it's
supposed to see
okay
my
because I'll
surgeon.
order out.
That's what I said. That's what I said, bro. I'm like, fuck it. Hey, man, Uber Eats will get my money if that's the case. So be it.
Yeah.
But David said I was supposed to see my surgeon on Tuesday, but they're afraid of the beer virus. And I think
beer virus?
Yeah.
What's that?
The beer virus, the one we're talking about. The corona.
Okay. Sorry. I'm a little slow. Beer
That's okay.
virus. First time I heard of that, but it's okay.
Outdoor Farmer said, "Are you guys watching the Freedom Convoy?" Watching it. I didn't know you could actually watch it.
Why, there's a channel posted, watch like live streaming
I
it?
guess. I have no idea. And I think Jason said earlier that there's some places that you can't get medical help if you're not vaccinated. So that would be fucked up. Man said, spied on. That's unnecessary. The average idiot posts on every social media, every move. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. But I guess they want to know where you've been, what you've been doing, who you've been with, so that if someone comes in, like if I'm with Roberto, you know what I mean? And Roberto goes in and says, "Hey, I have COVID," then they can check that and be like, "Okay, Roberto was with Nzo, Roberto was with this person, Roberto was with this person. So we need to contact these people and let them know." It's crazy, man. It's crazy. People are already breaking. That's why these protests are happening. People want their freedom back. Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely want my freedom back.
Fed up.
Canada ain't getting those $2,000 checks a month anymore. No, they stopped those a long time ago, my friend. And yeah,
people
election
still don't
year.
want to go back to work.
Yeah, I know. But you see, that's the thing that happens too, right? People were sitting at home, they were making more money on that shit than they were actually going to work, especially if you're a part timer, something like that. And then they got used to it, and now it's like, oh, fuck, I gotta go back to work, and they don't want to do that shit. It's crazy, man. Elections here, Nzo Roberto. You can vote the CAQ out. I think Roberto just spoke about that. So you want to answer that one, Roberto? What you think? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the polls show that these guys are more likely going to get reelected because they seem to satisfy the majority of the French speaking population in this province. And that's where we live.
Mm-hmm.
Can't explain it any better than that, man. Trust me, we want those motherfuckers out. They're not supporting nothing.
That is correct. But you see, the problem is that we are the minorities, right? So even like Roberto was saying, even if we vote,
that's no, we black. We're black and we speak English.
Right. Yeah, I agree. But hey,
this is the only place that matters.
You never know, though. Maybe they'll fuck up so bad that people will be like, listen, we can't vote for them anymore, hopefully. But, I don't know, man.
They'll have their turn. They'll get put out. But we hope it's not some more radical party because these guys are pretty radical. They passed that religion ban.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing Canada could do about it.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. No hijabs in school and stuff like that.
No crosses, no nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing religious.
It's crazy, eh? Imagine this stuff when we were growing up, bro. Imagine that when we were growing up, I believe that they did talk about taking religion out of schools, and they were like, are you crazy?
I went to a Catholic school, man. There was a big ass cross in the front of every class. We said prayers on Friday. They weren't taking nothing out, yo.
Yeah.
And I like to think that Quebec has a history in religion. So that's where it just right over me, man.
Mm-hmm. Has to do with racism, bro.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
when we started getting like a big Muslim population.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These guys started going fucking radical themselves, man. Mm-hmm.
And not only that, right? You had the 9/11 stuff and all that shit, and people got scared. So it started back then, and it's just escalating even more now all the time. So it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
This world is like, do you even want to live in this world anymore, bro? Like, do you even want to I just want to go to a fucking desert, fucking hot spot, you know what I mean? And no TV, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And
I posted that shit on Facebook just the other day that I would go in the woods, chill out by, little lake, some land, just chill, some food, Just chill.
I wouldn't be killing my own food, but I would definitely.
No. When I mean food, I'm talking like brain food.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought brain food. Shit, I'm living on the lot. I'm growing my own brain food. Fuck that.
Yeah, but you know what? Until I can grow the shit that properly, I like, I gotta get the shit that I like. Yeah, and I would be good. You don't give me those amenities, and sorry, I ain't doing it.
For real, it's fucked up, man. Yeah. So, hey, we're in the thick of it right now, man. What do you think that the government should be doing?
I think all governments should be following one world order that's effective. And if it doesn't work, we try something else. Because as long, again, I think I said this, I don't know how long ago, but as long as we're all trying different things, right? Mm-hmm. Unless we're all trying different things to find out that one works and then we're all going to follow it, this shit ain't never going to leave, man. Mm-hmm. Because when you look at the ignorance, excuse me, I don't want to call it ignorance, but it looks ignorant to us the way they're behaving in the U.S., the way they're behaving over here. maybe they know something we don't know, but with the information we're being fed here is that you guys are going to pay down the line for what you're doing. I hope you don't. I really hope you don't. And I hope you prove our government wrong so we can make some fucking changes over here because it sucks, yo. They're lucky, they have winter to do this shit to us because I ain't really missing shit being at home in the winter. I'm telling you, it's nice and
Yeah,
warm
yeah,
in the
yeah,
house.
for real,
Everything's good. I have
for
a
real.
4x4, but I don't care. I'd rather be in my house chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Just, shit gets boring sometimes. You just got to circulate,
Facts.
right? But aside from that, let them try and pull this shit in the summer. You'll see how tough Canadians are. We would not stand for this shit. That's why in the summer, everything eases off.
Mm.
You notice that? Summer. I was playing hockey. I was going to the gym, restaurants. Everything was good. No?
They did close it down around the middle of summer, though. They
They
did lock it.
minimized it. They didn't close it. They minimized it.
Well, no,
Half.
didn't we get locked down like half
No.
summer?
They locked us down all winter into spring. Summer came around, they had to ease that shit up
Yeah,
because they're saying more people are outside. So
yeah,
this is
they
why
did.
I'm thinking maybe Florida and all these warm areas aren't affected as much because they're outdoors more. Because as soon as you start going indoors, as soon as school started, everything
Mm-hmm,
started going fucking
mm-hmm,
crazy.
mm-hmm,
When we were
mm-hmm.
hanging at the malls, why didn't it go crazy?
Yeah, I know, I know.
I
Going to
went to
the
Carrefour
theater,
Laval. It was a fucking anthill.
going to
Anthill.
theaters.
It
When
was
I went to go see the last movie, I went to go see. Can't remember what it is right now. It's slipping my mind, but I can tell you that there was a lot of people in there, and they were still doing the social distancing, right? But there was nobody on either side of me, but there was people like right in front of me. The seats right in front of me, there were people sitting there. So they didn't really care. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't hear anybody talking about how they got sick in the going to the movie theater.
nothing.
It's just I don't know, man.
And then you open the theater and don't let them sell popcorn. What percentage of that concession stand do they, does it hurt them or do they not take in by not being open? I'd like to think it's a huge percentage.
Well, when they first opened up, when I went, right, you had to wear your mask from you get in there till you left. So you had to sit down and watch the movie with your mask on. And then a couple movies after, they changed that where you could, because they had the concession stands closed at that time. But then they opened up the concession stands
Oh,
so you
really?
could get popcorn. Yeah, yeah, you could get your drinks and you could get popcorn and stuff like that. And then they closed the theaters down again.
Like, what's the point of going to see a movie if I can't get popcorn and shit?
You know what I mean? Watch it at home, make my own fucking popcorn.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
like I said, there's some movies you have to see in the theater.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
Not a comedy, I'll be good watching it at home.
Spider-Man was one of those movies that I should have been seeing in the theaters, and Spider-Man,
Was it that good?
yeah, it was really good. Spider-Man, Eternals, and Black Widow. Spider-Man, Eternal, Black Widows, Shang-Chi are the only four movies I have Marvel that I've not seen in the theater because I couldn't.
I
Because if I
enjoyed Black
could,
Widow.
I would have went. Yeah, Black Widow wasn't bad. It was all right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was all right. I liked some of the things in that movie. Some things annoyed the fuck out of me, but it's not a horrible movie. It's not a horrible movie. But Roberto, you wanted to talk about mental health, so I'll let you go into this segment. I gotta go take a piss. So
Well,
start talking, and I'll be right back.
I thought we already hit it, but talking about the short wick and how everybody seems to be more upset than happy. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm sure it's not. I'm just very observant and shit. So, from what I could see, everybody's preoccupied. I'm sure they're bothered by pretty much what everybody else is bothered by. All this COVID, 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 COVID. 2 years, not a day has gone by or have not heard this fucking word COVID. That is causing mental health for me. That's what's causing me to go nuts. I try not to talk about it. Can't help it, man. Somehow, some way, it comes up. Either someone sparks it, or you just start it just through being numb. You don't even realize you're starting up a conversation about it. When is it going to stop? That's the big question. When is it going to stop? I think maybe at least another 2 years of this, I feel. At least. I think there's going to be a couple of other strains outside of Omicron coming. I don't want it to. Just feel it's going to happen. And again, as we stated, how many other shots are we going to have to take when these things come about? But I was just talking about how mental health right now should be at its highest level because of this COVID situation where, at least for me, dog, I could say not a day has gone by in 2 years that it hasn't been mentioned, heard, or spoken about. Every fucking day. Every fucking day.
Do you think that this, like, lockdown and stuff we're going through has brought you into a depression, or like
It's
you
not
know what
even
I
a
mean?
lockdown. I think it's just COVID in a nutshell.
Right.
I'm not in a depression. Maybe it is a
Yeah,
depression.
depression's are the wrong word, but more or less, like, has it affected
Just
your
in a
mental
fucked
health?
up mental state of mind.
Right.
Yes. 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 I can say yes. Because, I like to think I've always had this little anger issue.
I don't know. For
But
some reason, I'm not letting it affect my mental health, right? See, the thing with me is I barely did shit anyways. So I am okay chilling at home 24/7s a day. I am fine with it. I can do it. I feel no way about it. And the reason why I am okay with it is because I was in a depression. I was in a depression for 5 years. And for about 3 of those 5 years, I lived in the dark. Like literally the dark, bro. Like when I'm telling you the dark, the only light that you would see coming from my place would be the TV light. My blinds would be closed. I had no lights on in the house, just watching TV. That's all you would see. And I lived like that for like 3 years. So I was in a situation where I felt like I didn't have nobody and I was alone. And that's why now when I sit here like this, right, and things are better in my life, I don't feel no way about it. I don't, because I had that mental problem. So it's something that I'm like, hey man. And I guess too, after losing my parents and all the stuff that I lost, I'm at the point where there's nothing that can happen other than, someone passing away, or something like that. But there's nothing that can really happen that'll ever bring me back to fucking up my mental health again. I just I just go with the flow. It is what it is. I don't like what they're doing with it, but it's not going to ever affect my health or the way I look on life or stuff like that. It's not
but
going to
just
do it.
like you said, you're okay with this because this falls into the lifestyle you live, more or less your life.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling, da da da. My lifestyle was playing sports,
Mm-hmm.
hockey, the gym. So when you take those two elements away and put you in closure, you're only human.
Oh no,
So you know what I mean? Something's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not hurting, I'm not killing anybody, I'm not planning on doing anything stupid, but at the same time, my fuse is very short. And if I don't catch myself, it's very easy to let go. That's what I'm trying to say. And I feel this as of late. So it has to be because of the situation we're in. And I'm sure I'm not alone in my thoughts because you see it. I see road rage every day. Yes, it was always here, but it's here more so than it was before. People are getting stupid. People are lost in space,
Well, that's what I was
lost
gonna
in thoughts, you know?
that's what I was gonna ask you. Have you seen it more now, or maybe have it just you haven't noticed it?
Well, you know that I'm a very observant person, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gotten worse. It's gotten dramatically worse. Like, I could tell you, you know, I know people in the psychology profession, and I could say that it's booming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's booming beyond imagination. How many people are depressed because their life is so not routine anymore?
Mm. Yeah, I guess I could see that. You know what I mean? I could see that.
Like,
People
you
are
get used to
struggling
doing
because they have
something
no
and you take
money.
it away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, over time you'll get over it, but in that time you are getting over it, it's fucking tough.
Yeah. Yeah. People are struggling to, food and money and stuff like that. So I can see it affected people's mental health. Absolutely.
And
But
think about it now. You have less opportunity to talk to people now with these mandates that they have. You know, that phone line was always there, but
mm-hmm,
they always tell you to get out and talk to people.
mm-hmm,
You know, face contact. You want to see the person you're talking to if they're really sincere in your thoughts and your talk, not just there, yeah, falling asleep on the other line. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, they couldn't give a shit about you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Would you call a helpline?
Would I?
Yeah.
No. No, I wouldn't.
You see? Is it because of your ego? I don't think so.
I just
But
don't think there's anything anyone can tell me that
you
either I
see,
don't already know or that I just don't, you know what I mean?
you took the words out of my mouth.
Which ones?
What you just said.
Oh, okay.
You
Because you
don't think
feel,
they would? What?
do you feel the same way? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think they treat me just like, customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I understand and apologize.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. What the fuck else are you gonna say? Just listen to me rant, resolve my problem. Don't tell me yes, you understand and you feel for me. No, you
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
say that 5,000 times a day.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel you. I have a friend who, he goes to a psychiatrist, or he used to go to one, and he says it's helped out with his life and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey man, more power to you. I'm glad it does. And maybe I may be ignorant by saying that there's nothing that they can teach me or tell me, right? I may be ignorant by saying that. Maybe there's something I can't learn about myself that I'm like, fuck, I never, but
Those
I
people on
think I
those
know myself. You
those
know what I
people
mean?
on those hotlines or call lines, they're not psychologists.
No, I know.
But you actually go sit down with one and you like the brainwave they're on, like you're more or less on the same path with them, they can be
Mm-hmm.
very helpful. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a matter of finding the right one.
Yeah, I know because he lost my friend. He lost the one he was going to for years, and he was having a hard time finding a new one.
Because some of them you're like, oh no, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
They're not all the same.
Yeah, I know for sure. Would you ever go see one?
I did.
Yeah,
Well, for marriage. You know?
marriage counseling.
Yes.
Okay,
And I
and
liked the one who was on my side, obviously. I didn't like the one that was on her side. And that's how it works. That's how it
wait,
works.
you went to two of them, two
Yeah,
different
because
ones?
I didn't like the first one
Oh, mm-hmm.
because it was like tag team. Fucking one was in the ring, slapped their hand, the other one came in the ring. I go, hold on. I didn't know I was coming here to fight two people. I would have brought someone too, you know? So we went to see the second one. Now, the second one, she was on my side.
Mm-hmm.
And all I kept looking at her, oh, you don't like her, eh? I'm sure you don't like her. Because she sees where I'm coming from. I know this one's canceled with you.
Was it?
Yeah. So I said, if that's the case, we're just wasting money. Because
Mm-hmm.
we're just both looking for someone to agree with us,
Agree,
not
right?
necessarily help us.
Yeah.
So these fucking people are useless for me. That's my theory. Sorry. Because they don't all follow one pattern. You look for the one you like. It's not necessarily the one that's going to help you. Because fucking the medicine that works is the one that tastes shit.
So,
but if you
so the one that was not on your side, did you ever think that some of the stuff she was saying, she could be right?
She was, but you know what? Her approach was wrong.
Okay.
You have to be more neutral. If you already see, you're a fucking psychologist. You see I have walls. I'm very defensive. I'm strategic. Why would you approach me like that? You don't give a shit? I don't give a shit. I play tennis, Nzo, I tell you. However you come at me, I'm coming right back at you. I love to rally. We'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you get fed up and hit the ball out of bounds, and I win.
So did you have situations like that?
Yes, many times. Many times. I love psychological warfare. Love it. I had it with Rogers just yesterday. 50% off my bill now. But I'm telling you, I love it. I love it.
Here's something, Jason Lee Tucker, and it's something that we actually haven't even talked about. Is hurting the children today. I think about that.
What?
Jason, he said it's hurting the children today.
What's hurting the children?
I guess we're talking about mental health and stuff like that. Like children are being affected by it a lot more.
In what way? Sorry. In what way?
I don't even have to ask him that. I don't have children.
I think from what I saw, it's with school because they need to interact with other kids. Kids' minds are constantly growing. So by putting them in an environment with all different kinds of kids and situations, this is how they grow. So when you take them out of that, again, you're breaking a routine, a life cycle.
And kids are not getting the type of education that you're used to getting, right?
Let me ask you a question, Nzo. Now that we ain't in school, it's very easy to say. But if you had homeschooling when you were in high school, would you be fucking complaining?
Not at all.
I would be like, where do I sign? I don't want to see no teachers. I just want to come in for the sock hops, the Halloween party, Christmas party.
I agree with you, but it depends though, right? Because who's teaching you? Your parents? Because your parents will be a lot fucking harder on you.
No. We have the same technology, computers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Learn at home.
So you're learning.
They call you on your fucking rotary phone, and you have your loose leaf and your pencil next to them while you're doing your shit. Imagine that,
bruh. I'll tell you this. I've been on streams where you're looking at me now. I'm looking dead into the camera and I'm talking and keeping conversation, but I got my fucking little iPad in front of my computer and I'm playing fucking basketball. You would never know. So if they did that when I was going to school, bro, I'd be watching movies and shit. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be doing all kinds of shit. Yeah,
we would not be complaining, saying it's different times. But you know, when these kids are doing their homeschooling, you know what my buddy told me? His son, recess on his computer, his Xbox, his PS4. Then try and get him off of that to go back to school. His mind is lost. That's majority of the kids. Majority of the kids.
Yeah, Maz had a question. I think you might have to explain this because she's from Toronto and they probably don't have it. But sock hops?
She doesn't know what a sock hop is. Did I say sock hop?
You did.
She caught that, huh? A sock hop was like
after school party.
Yeah, like the boys on one side, the girls on the other side, and music would play, and kind of like the girl you like, you know.
Yeah, right after school, man. You wouldn't even go home. It would just be like after school, boom, sock hop. You go down to the cafeteria or the gym. Or whatever,
Thank you, the cafeteria.
You know
That's right.
Music be blaring up and all kinds of shit be going on.
Lights turn off.
Yeah, sock hops were fire, bro.
Yeah.
Loved me some sock hops. That was great
shit too in them sock hops, man.
these mandates and mass and limited contacts. Okay, that's what you're talking about. A lot of sports are being restricted or canceled. I think they're more or less being restricted. I don't know if they're canceling anything. I
They're
know we had a
canceling events.
right. I know Danny, Chris had a question about the Winter Olympics, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the Winter Olympics. I think Winter Olympics should the Olympics be canceled and done
Yeah,
next year.
yeah.
You
Everything
think
else is
so?
getting fucked up.
Yeah, but they ain't really canceling fucking sports. Football's still going strong. Basketball's still going strong. I
But
know
these people
hockey
are
is,
coming
but
from all across the world, so you know, if something happens and these people leave, they're just spreading it all over the world again.
yeah, but they're also going to China, right? I guess it's in China this year, and you know that you ain't getting in fucking China without a passport, without a test, without a mask. You know what I
And
mean?
do
Like,
you really want to go there and catch COVID?
I wouldn't want to go there, period, without COVID. They don't. They
Yeah,
don't like.
because
They don't like our kind, bro.
you don't need to tell me. I fucking know.
They don't
Not
like
only
our kind.
that, you're gonna come back a good 25 pounds later.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
That's
Facts.
facts 100.
Facts. Either 100 pounds lighter or 100 pounds fatter because all you're eating is McDonald's and Burger
Yeah,
King and all the fucking
exactly.
things like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I ain't going to no fucking Chinese restaurant down there. Like, oh, what's that on the menu? Oh, you got steaks? Yeah, let me get that. And you're eating fucking rats and shit.
Uh-oh, I ain't going there. Because this is the censored world we live in now.
Hey, bro, they tried to say COVID came from someone eating a bat, so I'm not saying nothing.
Where did it come from?
That's what they said.
But who are
Wuhan.
they? I heard it came from a lab.
That's what they're saying. They're saying the lab
So the
thing.
guy bit the rat in the lab.
No, I think what the conspiracy is that they created the virus in the
This is
lab.
what I heard.
Right, but what their real report is that it came from a bat in Wahoo. Like, they have all kinds of fucking they showed it, right, where they have the market there and they have like eels and all kinds of nasty fucking shit that people are eating, and they said it was in one of the bats. Hey Andrea, what's up, man?
Hold on.
I
Went to
sent you the
school in
link
the
anyway.
90s, not the 50s. What 50s, Mads? Are you crazy, girl? You ain't that old, man.
Well,
50s.
maybe Roberto is, but I ain't.
You knew
I
what a
had sock
fucking
up.
sock up
Yeah, I
was.
know, that's what I'm saying. I
You
had sock
described it
up.
just like I know it. So either you're in the 50s or you're reminiscing hard.
Got you all in check. Yo, what up, Rogue? What up, Mike? How you doing, man? Yeah, we just over here talking some bullshit about fucking the government, and when we were doing some mental health stuff, man. Glad you could
It
do
started
it.
with mental health and we ended up in Wuhan.
Yes. Danny's in the chat. Delicious bats taste like chicken.
Danny's coming to start fire, huh?
Danny's the same one that said he would eat gators, so.
Is that 1 point, Danny? Did I tell him I saw that video? Oh yeah, I was in the text. I remember. I want to
Which
be
one?
on that show so bad.
Oh.
Because that video, I don't know if we should play it here. That video, my man looked like he was running for governor. You see how serious he was?
Which one?
The video he's talking, bragging how he beat Canada up.
Oh, Danny. Yeah, I know.
He looked like he looked like he was running for governor. I was like, really? Oh my God, because Nzo, I know I haven't had a chance to talk about this since this happened. But you know how I felt about Tannenhill and Wentz. That I couldn't sleep for 2 days because I fucking chose Wentz over Tannehill. They're both shit. But Wentz is super shit. I wouldn't take Wentz if it was to save my family's life. So I didn't even look at the football. I didn't even log into Yahoo Sports. And I'm in another fantasy for hockey. I was so fucking pissed that I didn't make that choice. And then you send me that text. What do you say? You're lucky? I was like, lucky for what? What are you talking about? I'm lucky. You won. I won what? You won football. Shut the fuck up. Impossible. I forgot all about the kicker. Because how am I going to win with a kicker? Oh,
Right.
wait. That's the second time I won with a kicker.
Right. But this kicker got fucking 25 points. But yeah, just to show a little context, I think I will show the video. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Where's
Danny,
Danny?
you watching?
Watch it, Danny, because I lucky. Oh, yeah, that's a nice beat, too. I can't wait. See that? Shots fired by Danny G. Here we go. He's showing some numbers, I think. Is he showing numbers there?
Mm-hmm. I am. I made this video.
I'm Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. I am this year's Canadian Fantasy League football champion. I take that honor very well. Thank you, Nzo, for inviting me to your league. I just kick all y'all Canadians' ass. You guys are only American on there, so I'm glad that happened, and I'm ready for the show.
That would be me there, True Skin 124. That's Yo, I wish I could laugh like Stephen A. Oh my God. You know, I would have been okay with second because that was probably the roughest football year of my football fantasy life. Awful, as Shaquille O'Neal constantly said. But that victory over Headhunter, who was, sorry to say, talking shit all season, laughing at me in the bottom and shit, like I'm not even worth talking about. It's okay. It's okay that me and him came to meet in the end. Nzo, running up top all season is tough. I know it. I've been there. I lost in the first round when I ran first all season long. I lost in the first round that year. You lost in the second round, no?
Mm-hmm.
Was that because you had a bye?
Probably. You know, for whatever reason, man, like, as long as we've been doing this, person in first place never fucking wins.
Yeah, you got
never that right. Wins the league. You're in first place and never fucking win. It is. It is
like
a curse.
The Denver Bronco curse or Buffalo Bill curse, something along those lines, man.
Man, he said, lucky as fuck, even you didn't believe it. And then he said, I hope y'all balls freeze together up there.
Danny, as long as you keep me laughing like that, I feel the warmth, my brother. I feel the warmth.
Why were you brought into what? I don't get it. But yeah. Hey man, I just said that was amazing. Because when I was watching that game, I was only watching that game because if the team's tied, then they would have fucking kicked the Steelers out of there, right? But as I'm watching the game and I'm looking at the scores, and it went into overtime, I'm like, Donnie, Roberto's it was 9 points. So I said, if they kick a field goal, then the other team kicks a field goal, and then that team kicks a field goal to win, Roberto's going to win. And that's exactly what happened.
Thank you, Nzo. Thank you very much.
That's exactly what happened.
Sorry, that's Canada helping Canada. Maybe the American can win next year.
No, your name was not in that, man. Your name wasn't in that.
We're just gonna have to call them the Dallas Cowboys of our fantasy league, you know.
It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But hey, man, congratulations. That's what happens.
Thank you. See, when you're having, you know, bad thoughts, you have to think of good times. Those bad thoughts disappear real quick. And anytime you're having any kind of bad thoughts, think of something really nice that makes you laugh, makes you feel good, like my victory over Danny. Every time I feel upset, I think about how I felt for 2 days. how Nzo brightened my day and made me, I don't even have to look at it anymore. It's always there. It's always there. It's always there. You see? Do you hear the laughter? It's like sincere. It's really feels good.
I was just laughing. I was like, first off, I didn't want you to win.
I know you didn't want me to win. You
mhm.
said it. You said it. You don't want me
Because
to
you were
be
like,
GM of the year.
I should be GM of the year and blah blah. And I'm like, all right, Donnie, kick this guy's ass. And
But
then
you saw
Donnie
what I
had
had
to
to
come
do,
on
Nzo.
and talk some bullshit right before he won. If he would have kept his mouth shut. But
Who else did that happen to? Who else pulled some fuckery in our league and it came back and bit them? Not that Danny pulled fuckery, but someone tried to pull a move
yeah.
and it came back and bit them in the ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Quentin?
Yeah.
You see? The football gods didn't play this year.
It doesn't play to cheat or talk shit
No.
before you win a game.
No. I stayed quiet. I was gonna say something about Tannehill. I said nothing. You know it hurt when this motherfucker threw 4 touchdowns? I don't care who Danny put in the game. If I had Tannehill, it was a decisive victory.
Mm-hmm.
Because who killed it for me? This guy from fucking Detroit. Did you see that guy picked up that receiver?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he?
I don't remember.
Never heard of him. Some funny name too. But my boy was money. Points. That's that GM was.
Anyways, you got lucky. You got lucky. Like that, he said you got lucky. What?
I want to get lucky again when it's for dollars. Let's organize this shit properly next year. Because, that would have hurt if Danny had to give me some money.
Oh, wait. Quentin's there. Wait a minute. What shit did I try to pull out?
What?
Oh,
does he have a fucking...
Hey,
does he have a camera or some shit? How the fuck would he come from?
Y'all some busters. I hope y'all blood-clad asses get smoked next year. Well, we don't have to worry about getting smoked by you.
You're not playing next year, Danny. You're talking like you're a viewer.
I think you need to answer Quentin because he's like, what shit did Quentin try to pull out? You know what happened, Quentin. You know what happened.
He tried to trade somebody, no?
No. His boy took out his fucking quarterback and put in a quarterback that wasn't even playing so Quentin could win the week and get into the playoffs.
That's the fucking quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Did you do that, Quentin?
But Quentin didn't do it, but his friend did it. But I mentioned it to Quentin.
His friend.
No, Quentin said he had nothing to do with it.
Oh, you plead the fifth, eh?
That's what I said. Because I know the boy texted was like, yo, because even Quentin said, right, when I messaged him, he was like, yeah, he was just mad because, the other two aren't playing and he thinks it's unfair that they should get into the playoffs. So that means he spoke to Quentin. So that means he said, yo, Quentin, man, I don't think it's fucking fair that you're not in the fucking playoffs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my quarterback. Quentin, you knew. You fucking knew. Don't front. You knew he was doing that. You knew. So...
That wasn't me.
Wasn't
that a reggae song?
Bots lead team, huh?
Was that a reggae song?
Either if it was him or not, you knew though. He told you because you just said there were bots and he thought there were bots. So that means you guys had a conversation on it. That means you knew what he was gonna do. You knew what he was gonna do.
It's okay, Quentin.
And the fucked up thing about it, even if or even when he did that, Quentin still couldn't beat him with one quarterback. You know what I mean?
He had 2 players in the game.
Uh-huh.
And he lost by 1.
You see? Quentin said, yeah, you told me. What was I going to say? No, I'll take the loss. No, I feel you. I just said, hey, do it too. I just said to do it too. I'm not going to lie.
Just karma, Q.
That's what happens when you try to go against the football gods. Danny did it, and you did it, and you both lost.
I just said, football gods, Let the dice roll how they roll, because that's
And
what
I
they
should
did
have
to me
won
all season.
anyways. I should have won anyways. But Roberto's fucking quarterback got him 8 points in that one
Who
game.
picked him up? Who picked him up?
I don't care.
Me. That's who.
I don't care. I don't care. I should have won that motherfucker. That's hands down. That should have, because the last game of the season, I had the highest scoring. I beat you. My score
I was the lowest.
Yeah,
my lowest.
What do you mean? No,
The
you
total?
won. No, not the
total.
No,
points?
I'm talking the last week, right?
Okay.
You had 124, or 123. You had 124. Danny had 123, and I had 140. So had I been in the finals, I would be either one of you guys. But
that's how you're looking at it.
That bullshit fucking fluke ass game that you had. So
you know, it's so funny. When I let Claypool go, I let him go to bother you. You know,
I didn't even bother.
I know you didn't bother. I said, watch Daddy pick him up. Thank God he didn't play him, because that would have hurt. That would have hurt.
Danny said, yeah, he should have played Claypool. He told me that.
That would have hurt. I let him go. That would have been the second time I let a guy go. Comes back to haunt me in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew Danny wouldn't play him. Or did I? Doesn't matter, son. Canada is keeping the trophy hardware here. We should have a trophy for this league, man.
Why? Because you won. Now all of a sudden we should have a trophy, right?
Why not?
We should have had the money.
I'm not saying
on the
I'm going
line.
to win next year. Money and a trophy.
We should have the money on the line. Next year, there will not be any lockers. If those guys don't come in and play, they will be replaced. We will have 8 full players, and we will have the pot back again.
Nice. Because it's so much nicer when you win that money.
Yeah, I know.
I had a taste. It was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so with that being said, that was a little football rant over there. Roberto hasn't got, and he's going to be on square one anyway, so we can continue this face to face. You know what I mean? Hold on, Andre. I'm going to send it to you.
I can't wait. Didn't feel right texting, because I saw Danny ignoring my text when I was texting square one.
Mm-hmm.
He was ignoring my text. I saw that.
Was he?
Yeah, because I was talking trash.
Oh, on square one. Yeah.
Yeah. I said, you won't read those, Danny?
Danny probably vexed and stopped watching the O.O.C right now. He's like, fuck this. I ain't watching you guys. Fuck that bullshit. You want to call me out and shit? Fuck it.
It's okay.
Oh. He said, no, sir. He will be Phantom Zone. He better get out. He better get out of the system tonight. Hey, that's what we do on this show. It's off our chest. That's what we do. We get shit off our chest, bro. You know what I mean?
It's all about mental health. So if it's gonna make a brother smile, let a brother smile.
How was your mental health after I told you won? How was it?
If there was a meter, it would have just been like off the chart, because I almost couldn't log in my phone to see what it was, because I'm like, Nzo wouldn't fuck with me like that. Nzo wouldn't fuck with me like that. Did I really win? To see that I won by 1 point, like, to the guy who lost by 1, that hurts, yo. That hurts, especially when you were in the lead. Not like I was in the lead and I held it by 1. Mm-hmm. He was in the lead and I passed him by 1. That hurts even. That hurts even more. No,
yeah.
I never even looked at it like that. The more I look at it, the more that win becomes a win, man.
Bro, I look at the kicker. To lose to a kicker is fucked up anyways. You know what I mean?
Especially the kicker that I drafted in my fucking season. Got rid of him. Picked him up the week before I play, and he fucking wins for me. That's a storybook.
And he said, I'm going to get it off my chest Saturday when I Phantom Zone him.
It's okay, Daddy. If you Phantom Zone me, people just think you're a hater because I'm getting it all out here.
What's up, Andre? How you doing, man?
Getting a
What
lot of
up?
feedback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
getting
I
a
had my actual mic muted from my Astro. That's why.
got you. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Good.
What up?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Just
So you
here
said
gloating.
yeah, I know, right? And you said you had something you wanted to talk about. So what you got, brother?
Well, since your guys' topic at hand goes hand in hand with mine, what my topic is about is communism, because all this taxing on unvaccinated and stuff like that is really just ridiculous. It's really revenge from China getting on revenge on the U.S.
You guys
If I
have a
remember,
fucking tax on vaccines too?
that's what they're going to be trying to do,
Oh,
especially
they're gonna do
in
it here.
states that are democratic.
Well, yeah, I heard that there were some like insurance companies that are probably going to raise your insurance if you're not vaccinated, right?
And this is why, what's the fucking point getting that just to comply? So it's all just like compliance. So it's just agree, don't ask questions, just obey. Fuck that.
You know what's funny? Remember when they were first trying to get people to get vaccinated? They were like offering up like $1 million. Hey, if you
Dude, they
get
were offering
vaccinated, you have a
free
chance to
tree
win
and
$1
all
million
this.
and this
Exactly.
and that. You get money, and now it's like, okay, now you don't want to get vaccinated. All right, guess what? Now you're gonna have to pay more taxes. Now you're
Because
gonna
they're
have to do
giving
this.
exactly. It's all about false incentive right there.
Yeah.
I have family that's in the medical field. I have 2 older sisters that are working in nursing homes that deal with this, and they deal with patients, that have COVID or stuff like that. My sister, both my sisters were 100% not wanting to get the vaccines at all, but they had, so one of my oldest older sisters, she has kids, 7 kids, 8 kids,
What?
no joke. So it's like I heard he's like fuck yeah.
What?
So she had to get vaccinated. Her kids are
Right.
vaccinated too.
Right, because
But
she would
this
have
is
lost her job, right?
exactly, and this is the reason why a lot of nurses and medical professionals are fucking quitting because of this stupid shit.
Well, I know
It's basically causing segregation in another fucking way. This is all what this is doing, and this is what I'm saying. This has to do with bigger. It has to do with communism, but this is bigger than communism now. It really is.
Well, you're right, man, because vaccinated are against the unvaccinated, and unvaccinated
See,
against
it's
I don't
all a
think
cause and
anymore.
divide.
I don't think anymore. I think now, people are uniting vaxxed or not vaxxed because it's all turning into bullshit now. I'm vaxxed.
No, I agree with you on that, Roberto. That
I'm
I've been
vaxxed.
saying.
I don't feel no way about. Now I'm like, I fucking respect the non-vaxxed because what they should have did is you're not vaxxed. You want to come in this building? You wear a mask and gloves.
Right.
Me, I'm vaxxed. I don't wear shit.
Exactly. There's so
Then
much other
people
things
will
that
be
you
like,
do.
hey, I want to live like them. I want to be free. I want to be without a mask instead of doing all this stupid shit that they're doing. What's the point of getting vaxxed if I got to do the same shit you're doing and you're not vaxxed?
Facts.
And see, this is the fucking problem that people don't see. This is the fucking problem. It's causing fucking segregation. Yeah, and I agree with you though on your point earlier, Roberto.
That's why I'm
both people are.
Mm-hmm.
Both people, both vax and unvax, are starting to actually realize stuff. You don't know how many you don't know how many medical people that are nurses, medical professionals that come through. I work at Carl's Jr., right? They order. I can tell you how many several medical people in this, even new ones that are going through school and stuff are going what the hell's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
This is not what is being taught right at all. It's bullshit.
Here they were making it mandatory for the nurses to be vaccinated, right? But a lot of the nurses didn't want to be vaccinated. So they were saying, if you're not vaccinated, they're going to fire you. But they realized doing that, there would be a shortage of nurses like there's never been before. So they had to change that.
Well, not only that, it also with these vaccinations are also having some women, not all women, but some women are having problem wanting to get pregnant, wanting to have kids at times. So it's messing with their reproductive system too. And this is no fucking joke or bullshit lies. You can look this stuff up yourself. There have been cases some women now that have been struggling because ever since they got vaccinated, they can't get pregnant when they want to get pregnant now. This stuff, what the fuck? The problem with these vaccinations, they were not even like, they were not open and honest in the beginning about it.
Yeah.
If they were in the beginning, a lot more people would be trusting them.
Peace out, Danny.
Peace out, Danny. Have a good one, brother.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
You know,
we already know that when it first came out, they were giving us contradicting information constantly, and they're continuing on doing it. They're doing it till this day.
And you have the lead chief medical professional on the Senate floor lying 4 different times under oath, perjuring himself, lying, trying to cover up what he was lying beforehand several times now.
You
know?
Absolutely.
And this is why, like I'm saying, communism is trying to, this is why all the 1984 referencing is coming into effect and trying to come into America. And if people actually really realize and remember how communism really started back in the early 1900s under Mao Zedong, this has all been trying to get revenge on the United States from what in the United States helped out Japan. Because if you look at all the crimes against humanity that Japan had done to the Chinese, it would make you fucking sick.
Yeah. Well, Mike was like, yeah, it would be nice to get the truth. And you're absolutely, it would be nice to get the truth. But the truth doesn't sell. Like the truth,
That's because they want the sugarcoating bullshit. I don't care for that bullshit.
Because, and Roberto will know this, I remember this, I mean, you'll remember too. Remember when they started talking about vaccination? They're like, hey, man, if you guys don't want to be locked down no more, if you guys don't want to wear your mask no more, you know, get vaccinated.
It was a
People
great
got
prelude.
vaccinated, and what's happening? You're still wearing your mask. We still had lockdowns. So
this is why I don't understand when people say, oh, it's the wear the mask to stop the spread. Okay, by that logic, you would have to have the virus in your system to wear the mask, which wouldn't be pointless to wear the mask. Although it depends. If you're using the N95s or KN95s, yeah, they do actually the most beneficial.
Right.
Exactly. But they still don't prevent you from catching COVID, which it says it right on the damn boxes.
Yeah.
If you actually read them, it doesn't prevent you from catching COVID at all.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the reason why, like wearing masks doesn't fucking help. It helps to some degree, but not 100%. Like people are expecting it to be.
Well, I could tell you this: either it's a fucking coincidence, but I've had like maybe one cold in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if wearing a mask, if all these theories about the mask is true.
Virus particles are too small. They can go through the mask. Yeah, the mask catch the bigger particles, you know. In the mask, sure.
Well,
what I find more stupid also when people are like wearing a mask and they sneeze into the mask. Well, guess what? You're going to be rebreathing the same particles right back in that compacted area in the mask that you're wearing.
And like Roberto said, I got sick before the pandemic broke out. I haven't been sick since. Knock on wood. You know what I mean? But I haven't caught a cold. I haven't, you know what I mean? So, and then if I did, like, you know, you catch a cold and it's like, oh shit, do I got COVID now? You know what I mean? You got to run out and grab a test because
do I have a headache? My nose running? Do I have COVID?
Right, because the flu technically doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You get shot nowadays. You get shot in the fucking head. COVID. You get in a car accident. COVID. You get hit by a drive-by. COVID. You go jaywalking. You get hit. COVID.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It's crazy.
This is why when Mike said, "Oh, well, it'd be nice to hear the truth." Well, the truth is going to be eventually coming out.
I don't think we'll ever get the truth.
We will.
Think so?
I believe so that we will. The problem is, Nzo, the ones that especially all these crazy people, especially all these fucking Karens and male Karens too. The problem is when the truth actually does finally come out, they're still gonna be in disbelief.
Well, yeah, that's how it always is.
You know, you can go back to the old Mark Twain saying, like, okay, it's easier to fool. What the heck? That's not from Roberto.
You spoke some of my shit.
I heard that. You know, it's easy to fool. It's easy to fool people than to tell people how they've been fooled.
Yeah.
If you try to explain to people how they've been fooled, try to explain the trick to them, they don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. What's going on now?
I feel you. I feel
You
you.
know.
I have to agree.
You know, but when it comes but I understand why I had to go take the vaccines. You know, under my friend's dad that had to get his operation and they didn't want to take the chance. Medically, I understood that, although I was just being stubborn because I just didn't want it for myself. I don't need it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the same with me. I'm being stubborn too. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't feel like I need to get it. I don't. And I'm just like,
and this is ridiculous.
Now you want to force me to do it? Fuck you. Why are you trying to force this shit on me for? Why? Do you really think the government gives a fuck about us? You know what I mean?
This is why I don't vote either. Why vote for left or right? Yeah, I'm listening. Yes, I am a conservative Republican. You know, I don't give a fuck. Left wing, right wing, doesn't matter. Red, blue, don't matter.
Yeah, I seen the bots there, Mads, but I think you got them, so thank you for that. Much appreciated. Or to the mods who is getting those bots, appreciate it. But yeah, I like government don't give a shit about us. You think they give a shit if we fucking catch this shit?
There's a few that do, but there's not enough of them. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, people will be like, "Oh, it's to get the microchip." No, it's not. It's money. The amount of money they're getting for making this fucking vaccine is enormous.
Billions of dollars.
For sure. That's what it is about. Hey, man, we got another booster shot. And then when you get this booster shot, it's going to be another variant. And they're going to say, yo, you guys are going to need another booster shot. And then after that booster shot, there's going to be another variant. And it's just going to be a continuing cycle.
Yep.
And you know what's even funny with this, Omicron variant? Mm-hmm. You know what word you can spell in the word Omicron? If you rearrange those words or letters, you can spell the word moronic in that.
Excuse me.
Really?
Yeah. Change the letters around. Look at the letters of Omicron. Change the letters around. You can spell the word moronic into it.
That's some real conspiracy theory
shit. No, seriously.
No, too much
time on their hands.
Right? Yeah,
that's what it is.
I get what you're saying. I'm not making this about conspiracy on that, but if you really change the letters around in that word, realistically, if you change words definitions, which words of definitions have been changed over many years, like generations. Mm-hmm. You change language, you change people's perception of reality.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
I feel you, man. I just want this done though. I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
A lot more people are, but there's gonna be those that are still gonna be confining to it.
And I have to ask Paul, because I know, like, one of those videos I watched that I showed earlier, there was one and I couldn't find it, but it said that UK is supposed to be lifting all the restrictions. So mask mandate and all that shit, they're supposed to be lifting that. So I have to find out if that's true from Paul or not. But if that's the case, then why aren't we doing that? You know what I mean? Why aren't we lifting our mandates? Why aren't we doing that?
I think they still want to cause turmoil behind that. Like, really, like, I was thinking, like, even my first impression was like, okay, that's good, especially from Boris Johnson that did that. Mm-hmm. But I also started thinking more. I was like, they must be doing this on purpose to lift all of these restrictions. Yeah, people are getting tired of it, but behind closed doors, what's really going behind on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paul is an Aussie. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but Australia still confines to under
case stuff, right?
Under I think what Canada and Australia is the Commonwealth. So
yeah, it's interesting to know, because I know there was a lot of shit that they said that was going on in Australia before me and Paul did a stream about it, talking about stuff like that, what was true, what wasn't true, so that's why I said, man, sometimes I see these things and I take it with a grain of salt, because I know a lot of people like to take a video and twist it into their own thing and stuff like that, right? But this video, it was like it had the words. It said UK is about to open up and stuff like that. So I haven't really searched on it or checked on it, but if they are, I think
I'm pretty.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm pretty certain that they are gonna like do like the full lifting of it. I'm pretty certain that they are.
Right. Well, that's the thing. At this point, we might as well, because if we don't, we're gonna be fucking getting fucking booster shots and being locked down for another fucking year. Can you guys understand? It's been 2 fucking years. You know what I mean? It's been 2 fucking years we've been living like this. It's crazy.
And then this to bring in you can buy or sell without receiving the mark. If you want to get into that, but that I will talk about that like on another time. That will take too much time on the stream.
But I got you. I don't understand what you mean though, the buy and sell thing.
Biblical.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, microchipping. That's eventually going to come into humanity eventually, because think about it, all these sci-fi type shows, all these type of sci-fi anime, predominantly if you really look at Ghost in the Shell, I mean, realistically, I mean, microchipping is not so far-fetched as people seems.
I don't think it is either, but I don't think we're there yet.
Well, I think Elon Musk wanted to chip, I think wants to get people chipped. I think if I remember correctly from what he said, I could be wrong on this, and anyone in the chat can correct me on this too if they like. I think is Elon Musk said that he wanted people to be like chipped by 2022, 2024 or something like that. Soon.
That's crazy.
Because think about it this way: if you're microchipped, right, you don't need the cell phone anymore. Yeah, that has all of that on there, but when you're microchipped, easier to scan, easier to read like what all your medical, all your financial, everything that you would do, like that you would have on the phone, easier to be swiped with a microchip implanted in your body. Easy. It's part of transhumanism, if anyone knows about that. Like, what do you think with AI technology and all this stuff is coming out for? To replace humans.
That would be the way to save money. You know what I mean? If they were to do that.
It's not really so much about money, it's about getting rid of humanity in general. It's bigger than humanity.
That's another conspiracy.
Not really, Nzo. If you really think about it, with all this AI technology and stuff, it's gonna replace humans.
Hold on, Mike wants to come in here. Let me just send him the link real quick. But yeah, I don't know, man. You know, that to me is a stretch. I can understand them wanting to do it to save money, or you know what I mean, like when you talk about workplaces where they have androids or robots or whatever doing jobs that humans can get, but to say that they want to replace us, I'm not too sure about that.
They already have robots that look exactly like humans today, already made. They look exactly like exactly you and I today. They have them already built. They're still doing further development for further ones.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a conspiracy. That's actually literally being built.
There was a female android that I seen, and I'm still skeptical about that video.
No, they actually have other robots that are actually humanoid looking.
And until I see one personally, you know what I mean?
But the problem is, okay, but Nzo, how would you know if that was a real person or if that was an actual robot? How would you know if it looks so realistic to you?
It could look realistic, but it can't act like a human. You know what I mean?
But how would you know?
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Yeah, but how would you guys know though? You guys wouldn't, you know? Unless you have to understand the technology that's being invented to use that in the first place.
I don't buy it until I see it. Until there's proof of it, I'm just like, nah.
There is proof.
What proof? Show me proof. You show me a video or something of an android and like they prove that it's an android. How would we know that? If Mike is still there, I sent you the link. How would we know that? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. There's
I know.
certain things that
Okay, but with all the technology that's been advancing, how would that not be possible?
I agree. Technology has advanced, but I just don't think we're there yet. Like
Hmm.
self-aware thinking AI that can act and mimic being a human being.
Well, to the full, to the full degree, no, probably not there yet. But to the understanding of it now, yeah, we do have the grasp of doing that to make robots that way.
Maybe, but I still don't think that they could get a robot to act like
Well, think about
if they were to sit an android down beside me, I would know. There's no way that they could get an android to move and feel and talk and be human. It would just it I just don't think they can do that. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, Nzo?
Chilling. What are you saying, man?
What's
You good?
good? What's good?
What's up, Andrea? What's up, Roberto?
hello.
How you
Nice
doing?
to meet you, Roberto.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, first time on the O.O.C, eh?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know,
excellent.
right?
Yeah, good job.
I'm planning to hit up every one of your shows except for the sports show, unless y'all start talking about a real sport in baseball. But
Baseball. Don't get me wrong, I like playing baseball, but watching it just goes.
Yeah, snooze fest.
well, you know,
I mean, I'd rather be there live.
I can't help it that you guys are black, and I don't know what Andrea is, but I guess you got to be Hispanic. So it's a Puerto Rican thing. I don't know, but
Oh shit! Yeah, something to say, Mike, on the topic.
well, see, it really irks me because we were shut down for 2 months when all this started back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And all the people out there that were fighting for their quote unquote freedom and weren't doing what was asked to be done, and not with the vaccine or anything like that, just social distancing, wearing whatever. You got motherfuckers down in Florida acting like, hey, nothing's hit us down here or anything like that. Like, that wasn't conducive to getting over this thing, because I understand that there were elements of our political spectrum that were trying to put forward that, it's just gonna, it'll disappear like a miracle and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the rest of the world was going through it. It's not like it was a conspiracy because one side was trying to force everybody to, to bend to their will or something like that. But during those 2 months when we had a shot to, everybody was supposed to social distance, the mask and all that other stuff, you had cats out there just going about their business, doing whatever. And that didn't help at all. And 2 years later, we're still here. Now, I don't know the exact science of it, and this is how I feel. But if you're not, like, for the people out there that haven't gotten vaccinated rather, so for whatever reason, I don't know exactly how this works, and maybe one you guys do know, but if this is a virus and there's somebody that is still unknowingly, not, kind of like an STD, I guess, like carrying it, and it meets up with, how do we get these variants? Do they just appear, or are they cultivated?
I don't even know.
See, that's what I'm curious about, because, and this thing with, like, I remember when they were talking about when the vaccines first came out, they were talking about how we were going to be getting chipped. And I heard y'all talking about the chips too.
That I never believed in, though. I never believe that. I never believe like
no.
I know. I'm just saying though, like when that came out, I heard about that too, Mike. Like I heard people like in the game too, like, oh, the chip on the vaccine.
Yeah, no.
I didn't believe that.
When I'm saying whatever I'm saying now, I'm not talking about any of you guys. I mean,
no.
I talked to Andre. We've even never talked about this yet, and Andre and I, we've talked to, but I don't know about, and Roberto, I'm just meeting, so I don't know what any of y'all believe. But like with this chipping, first of all, it's ridiculous. Second of all, everybody's already chipped everywhere, because I saw Mads put in there. It's, you're carrying your phone around. That's it right there. You're chipped now. Like, stop. They're acting like, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. And yet they're over here like, enabling geo-tracking and tagging the location where they are. And I'm like, what are you morons doing? You're sitting here complaining about a alleged Bill Gates who spent like, billions of dollars on little
on a microchip
to put in people. He doesn't have to. Just put it like make it an app or like they did in Kingsman. Just make it an app or something. Give them a free SIM card with free free cell phone service, man. They'll do it willingly. Like
I just showed a video where they said the Canadian government got caught spying on 80% of the population, right? And they did that with our phones. So they don't need to fucking they tracked us with our phones. They don't need to fucking
and like I
us.
said too, that was Christopher Nolan's fault too. That gets put on his tab also. Fucking them trash Batman movies, Snyder, and now fucking Canadian government spying on y'all. It's all his fault, motherfucker.
I mean, realistically, you don't need a phone. I mean, you can actually get rid of it. You don't need to have it with you, but people want it with them all the time.
Well, that's the thing. A phone has now become, to most people, a necessity, right?
Yes.
Phones used to be a fucking
luxury, where it's like,
Yes.
Now it's a necessity.
It's called a cell phone for a reason. It's like jail.
You have everything on your phones, bro.
Yep.
You can pay your bills on your phone. You have your banking shit. You have everything on your phone. So if they want to track you, you know what I mean? They could find
sooner or later
everything about you through your phone.
Sooner or later, cell phones are going to be obsolete, though. This is why, like, microchipping people, like.
Well, that's because Bill Gates wants to have. I mean, not Bill Gates. Sorry, Elon Musk wants to have everybody with something in their stem, like a neuro something. I forgot what he was calling it. And this is the guy that everybody is like, oh yeah, he's so great, and he's so like, he's not where Bill Gates is and all that other stuff on the left or the radical left or whatever. And I'm like, this dude wants to like turn you guys into androids. Like I don't understand this. Like access your neural net or something like that. Like
Neuralink,
dude,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they have shit. Let me see if I can find it before we close out. It was a video I seen of a gaming system that reads your mind. You play it by reading your mind.
What the fuck? Now that is far fetched to me. I mean, that doesn't seem so far fetched for technological wise, but I mean.
Dude, on my phone, I turned off Siri. I don't do that shit like, hey, Siri, whatever. So
me neither.
All that Alexa bullshit. No, I don't mess with that. Like,
Alexa's still on 24/7, dude. Don't matter. You can
thing is off. I turn that. I'm like, no.
Yep.
If I want to put where I am, then that's on me. I don't need you accessing it whenever you feel like it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, that's the problem with that stuff. That could be activated remotely without your permission.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they could, like through the SIM card and shit like that. And you know
what?
They
don't have to go through the SIM card. They don't need the SIM card for to be honest. They just need your MAC address and your IP address.
And see, but here's the other thing too, though. The other thing too is that yes, we're talking about this as far as like our liberties, our freedoms, or whatever. But like in severe circumstances, like say for instance, if you have a kid and they get kidnapped or something, if they have their phone on them, then it's good because they can track them, and you know what I mean. Like if there's a situation like that, but for people that aren't experiencing stuff like that and whatever, it's bad. But in those situations, I would thank the Lord there's tracking on there, or even as a parent, if you have kids and you have like that what is it, like I know iPhone has the location, you can put the location on, share your location with the people in on the phones or whatever, like knowing where they are, like that's a good thing. That I don't see that as a detriment as far as parents are concerned, but or maybe even spouses, if you want to know if your spouse is like getting something on the side or something, but yeah, I just
there's positives to that technology, but there's also the downside of it,
right?
Side effects too, where government and big tech want to know everything about you. It's like, you don't need to know everything about me, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hold on, this is it. I think this is it. Let me just show this video real quick.
Mads is right in the chat though. Our latest comment.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second.
Control method is mind control. It sounds crazy, right? But this is a real product called NextMind, which is a brain-computer interface. It's currently available as a development kit, and the team at NextMind kindly sent me one over for me to try out. It's a small and lightweight device at just 60 grams and can easily be clipped onto the back of a baseball cap or a head strap of a VR headset. It contains an internal rechargeable battery which lasts up to 8 hours and is charged via USB-C. The device features 9 comb-shaped sensors which make contact with the back of your head and can read the
hell
of your brain, which are then sent to the PC via Bluetooth, giving you the ability to control digital actions with your mind alone. It sounds completely crazy, and that's because it is. So now I'm going to
What happened?
Yeah, I said I won't show the video because I don't want to get copyright or anything, but that's basically what it is.
That's crazy.
So if you think that they're not gonna try to be, yo, I ain't using nothing that's reading my mind, bro. Nothing.
That is the height of laziness, right there. That's like these millennials, man. They be or the Zoomers. They be using this. I can't. I'm too lazy. I don't want to use an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller.
I use my mind and sit there.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Only way I'd use that thing if it allowed me to move objects in real life.
I wouldn't use that thing at all. Purely, I don't want to care how much anyone will pay me for it. I wouldn't care how much. If they had freaking Jeff Bezos money, I would say like, fuck you. I'd smash that thing in front of them after when they give it to me.
I wouldn't use that thing because no telling what else they can. If they can do that, no telling what else they can get from your mind. The deepest, darkest secrets and shit and all kinds of bullshit. Nah, fuck that, bro.
Well, this is why, like, that Alexa technology, like, it's never off. It really isn't. It's on 24/7. No matter if you turn off the settings, it's on 24/7. It's still recording everything you do and say.
Alexa, yeah.
I don't know how these people are willingly doing this. Like, I don't understand how they're okay with that.
Hey man, it's the convenience to people. You know what I mean?
But can't you change the radio station on your own? Like, do you really need to be able to say, "Hey Alexa, play this" or whatever? Like, do it yourself. Stop.
Imagine you come home and you say, "Alexa, turn on my lights," and she says no. And you go to turn them on, but this shit don't come on. And now you're like, Alexa, what's going on?
Well, what's even funnier is like you tell Alexa, she says no, you go turn it on. Alexa turns it off automatically right after you turn it on.
I said no, motherfucker.
What I'm talking about.
Dude, watch South Park. They do a thing where it's like 25 years in the future, and Alexa is actually like a hologram or whatever.
Oh,
and she's like calling like Stan like an asshole and stuff like that. And then every time they get into an argument, he's like, "It's okay, Alexa." He's like, "Can you tell me?" And it gets like this into like this sales spiel or whatever that they go into. But it was hilarious. Yeah, eventually that's where it's going to be at, you know?
I'm sure.
Yeah. And people are going to eat it up. You know, and there's a thing that Facebook is doing. It's like it's not just Facebook, but Facebook has to do with it. Like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like if you ever seen Ready Player One.
Yeah.
That's the shit they trying to do, like a virtual reality.
Oh, with the VR goggles?
Yeah, where you put in and you're just in the world. You can walk around, you can talk to people, you can do it. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad virtual reality doesn't sit well with me because I don't want to be stuck in that type.
I'm not really a fan of that, really, honestly. Like, I don't need that shit.
You know what? If I was dying and on my deathbed, I wouldn't mind it. But now,
yeah. If you die and you die in your best bed, you can't move or nothing, and you could pop in that, and you could go anywhere and do anything. Yeah, absolutely, I can agree with that 100%. But as a living human being right now, being able to walk and think, and there is no fucking way I would do anything like that.
No.
Absolutely,
I wouldn't want the technology. I mean, I don't. Trust me, I'm gonna say this. If any of my family members was to give me a freaking Alexa as a gift or just whatever, I would smash that thing right in fucking front of their faces and hand them back all the broken pieces. But like, here's my gift back to you guys. Keep it.
Yeah, I just I
don't. This is why I've always said, like, and I told this in the IT class when I was going to college. Smartphones, stupid humans.
Hey man,
more predominantly smart technology, stupid humans.
Yes, smartphones make you stupider.
Stupid.
You know what I mean? You got fucking autocorrect, spell check. Fuck, you need to learn how to spell for. You know what I mean? You need to spell the basics or know how to start the word situation, and you're like SI, and then it puts the rest in for you. Boom, situation. Oh, there you go. Boom.
I turn off mine all the time.
You got that Google smart guy who could fucking type quicker than you and get answers on Google. Everybody's so fucking smart. You tell people, put away your smartphones. I got a question, and you hear crickets.
For real.
What's your phone number? Cricket, cricket, cricket. You know what I mean?
It's like,
these things have really, they
number?
call them smartphones. These phones are smart because we're fucking stupid. They're making us stupid.
Yep. Do you remember how many phone numbers used to remember back in the day?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
How many numbers do you remember now?
Maybe 3.
I barely remember mine.
I don't even know myself.
Guy, I forgot my phone.
I remember quite a bit, actually.
I went to a
I'm
phone
not lying.
booth. I was like, who the fuck am I going to... I panicked. Who am I going to call?
Right.
Do I have change on me? I was like fucking lost in my own city. I could have drove home, but I'm panicking because I don't remember any phone numbers.
At all. I don't even know my kid's number, bro.
I remember a lot of numbers. I remember them a lot because I remember digits a lot. So it's easier for me to like remember numbers quite a bit in certain sequences of numbers. So it's easier. It's much easier for me like to remember like someone's phone numbers. Like I can still remember like a couple old phone numbers on my mom's cell phone number.
I remember old numbers, but you give me someone a new number now.
Yeah.
There's no reason to remember. You store it in your phone and just say, "Hey, call my son." Boom.
I mean, yeah, it's so easy because you have it as a contact and you have the like person's name instead of just have the number.
That's exactly it. But back in the day, you get a phone number, someone would write that, you'd write that number down on a piece of paper, you'd call it a couple of times, and then you'd remember it off by heart. You know what I mean? And you would know like your Tom's number, Dick's number, Harry's number, you know, your mom's number. You would remember all these numbers in your head.
Harry, Dick, and Tom.
Now people don't fucking Now people don't need to do that. So you know, like, hey, what's your number again? Like, shit, fuck. If I leave my phone and I gotta call my kid, I'm lost. I'm lost. I won't remember it.
You know, it's funny we're talking all this shit. I'm thinking like bill collectors back in the day. What was their answer rate? Like 100%? Because we didn't have fucking call display now.
Facts.
Nobody's answering their shit.
Facts.
I'm telling you, my phone rings and a name doesn't pop up. You can't even leave a voicemail because I don't got one.
Facts.
That's the way I roll now.
Yep.
No?
Yo, I see unknown number or some bullshit.
You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
If I see unknown number, I'm like, okay, one or two things for me. It's either my ex calling me or some other freaking unknown number that's calling me that I have no idea for. But
I
usually my ex calls me from an unknown anyways, and
that's fine. But if mine did, you'd have to leave a message or call back because
I can't even leave a message to me.
I know it's you.
Exactly.
Sorry, you're hiding, so am I.
I feel you.
Facts.
100%. If you can't show your number, then I don't need to answer you. If it's important, you'll call back, and then you'll call back with your number unblocked, and then you'll get an answer.
You'll text me. And
or
maybe
text
say something that fucking makes sense to me.
Right. Absolutely. But other than that,
I ain't getting no more of these government of Canada calls and this fucking bank is after you. I ain't getting those calls anymore.
For real.
A couple of years ago, no freaking lie, I got a phone call number when I was at work from FBI. Legitimately FBI. I was laughing at work.
And I can bet you 99% that call originated from Canada.
I don't know where the hell it originated from. I was letting it ring. I was letting it ring at work. I told my freaking my friend who was a manager. He started laughing up. He's like, yeah, that ain't no freaking FBI. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, if the FBI wanted to fucking see me for some reason, they'd be not coming out my fucking door. They wouldn't be fucking calling me, texting me, or emailing me.
Facts. And I don't know if it's now, but back in the day, and Roberto can verify this, like the number one place for scamming America was right here in Montreal, Canada. I don't know if it's now. I think Nigeria might have taken over the number one spot, but at one point it was here, Montreal, Canada. I worked at a place that was called Icon America.
I've heard of that name actually.
And you know what's funny? I never realized it because it's spelled Icon, whatever. You know what I mean? Like not spelled like Icon America. So his brother came and started. I only worked there for like what, a day or two, but his brother came over there, and I got him the job there. And he was like, "What's the name of the place?" He's like, "What's the name of the place again?" I was like, "Icon America," and he was like, "Icon America," and we just started busting out laughing because it hit me, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" And that's what they were doing. They were calling.
You can see the bosses in the back. They don't even fucking get the name, Tony.
right. Because we would call people like, "Hey, I'm calling from Icon America." people would listen. You know what I mean?
That's almost like that fucking prank with "Give Me More Balls" name kind of thing.
You know what I mean?
Icon America.
What's the name of your company? Icon America. Oh, okay. What do you guys do? Oh, yeah, you know,
we Con Americans. That's great. Are you Carnegie? Yes, we are.
For real. If that wasn't the baitest fucking name of a company that I ever worked for, I was like, wow, bro.
Talk about a real con name for a damn company. Icon America.
It didn't register with me until his brother said it. And then I started fucking cracking up because like when someone says it, you catch it, it's like, oh fuck, for real.
You have to break it in syllables.
For real, yeah. It was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, like all those credit card things and sweepstakes and all that shit, they all came from here, man.
I only got one card, and that's my bank card. I honestly, I don't have multiple credit cards to build credit because the credit system itself is like segregational in itself.
Okay.
Oh, if you have a good credit score, you can get stuff. If you don't get shit. It's no different than a segregation deal.
Hey, credit can help you out and it can fuck your life up as well.
Yeah, but the social engineering behind it doesn't equate to equality when everyone's all wanting equality.
It doesn't. Yes and no, because you have the right to pay your bills on time. You know what I mean?
So that's being responsible doing that. But I mean, like,
no, that's how you build your credit. You pay your bills on time, and then you can get one of those cards there. You can get anything you want to.
So what's a good credit score? What's the number?
Anywhere between, I think it was 640 to the max, which is 800.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So 800 is the
I don't
best.
think 640 is good.
800 is like, it's the best or something like that.
Yeah, around 640 is good because that's where mine was when it started to go up. So I was right on the level of good, and then it shot up when I started paying my bills on time and shit. So yeah. So 800 is the max though.
And 800 is good if you have like stuff set, like your bill set at the time, and you have it, budgeted. You budget it to where this money goes to that. Yeah, But the credit score in itself, it's really not equal.
The thing with the credit card is those things are made for people to not pay their bills on time. That's why they have the minimum, because they make more money when people do the minimum instead of just paying the bill off on time.
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's why you get all the interest rate and all that too. Yeah. That's true.
But then the other thing that's fucked up too is I used to have a Dell card, and I paid it off because I bought a computer with it, and I paid it off. And so then I think it was maybe like a year or so. It's like right when I was going to get the store, I was going to get another computer to upgrade. And they're like, oh, we closed the account. I'm like, why? They're like, well, because you didn't have a balance on there. I'm like, but isn't that like the purpose? Like, you're not supposed to have a balance on there.
Yeah.
Like, no, pay it off. But they closed it.
Yeah, they close it. And then if you want to do it, you got to apply.
They're not making money off of you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It's a scam, man.
Absolutely, man. That's why it's best to buy things, straight up, whatever. Cash. I do have two, but I try not to use them as much as possible, man.
Yeah. No, I don't have any credit cards, just like Andre.
Yeah, like I said, I just have my bank card. That's it. Like,
yep.
I get so many freaking offers in the mail too, probably like you guys too. I don't accept them. If I'm able to like pay my bills with one card and have it be set and just try to manage my budget on stuff like that and make sure my main bills get paid first, that's what matters the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I do understand and see like the benefits of having like a credit card, something like that, to build your credit. But you can do it off of just one and don't need another one.
Yeah,
isn't like Andrea said though? Isn't that like that's exclusionary though? Like you're discriminating against
exactly
based on the numbers.
Yeah, you are, but I say the reason why is because you have that choice, right? I mean, not some people, you know, they lose their job or whatever, and then you get stuck in a hard place and you're fucked up, right? Yeah. But you still have the choice to pay your bills on times and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Right. It's yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I also think that there's.
But see, they don't take that into account, like you said.
No, they don't.
Right. No, that's the problem.
Life event that goes on or something.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, they don't. Like COVID, the event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, people losing their jobs, but they want their fucking money on time, bro. They don't care. You know what I mean? So
that's why that's why like the whole deal about the money, the love for money is the root of all evil.
Oh Jesus Christ, yeah. There's this thing in I forgot, I think it was the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation, and they find a ship, and inside the ship was a guy that was from 300 years ago, like right around now, our time, and he was frozen, and they thaw him out and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, he's like, do I have to pay you for saving me or whatever? And Picard's like, what are you talking about? We don't use money anymore. We got rid of both the common cold and money around the same time. And I'm like, I can't wait until that fucking happens, man. Because
I wish that would happen in our lifetimes too.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
It won't. But yeah, I feel what you're saying, man.
Money will eventually go because it has to. Because the biggest enslavement system is not really race; it's money. Because we buy, sell, and trade our bodies.
Well, that's why cryptocurrency is so big, right? Because
you're still buying, selling, trading your body.
Well, you know what you can do, Andrea? Instead, then you can fart in a jar and sell that.
you heard that? Well, the chick that is Roberto, you heard that before we close up? Huh?
No.
This chick was selling her farts on, was it Twitch?
And I don't even know. That's just ridiculous.
I think I heard something about that too.
She made 100K selling farts.
No, Nzo. Yes. She made 200K.
200K. Okay, 200K.
Yeah, I heard something about that too.
What? And then she got, and then Roberto, she got sick because I guess she kept eating like too much beans or something like that. So now she's gonna do it as an NFT.
Oh, is this for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is real life.
Yes. Yeah, this is real. So
I can send you the link to the video of those guys.
No, please don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's worse, that or Two Girls, One Cup, to be honest.
I'm losing faith in humanity, man. I'm just reading. I just glanced at something here quickly.
Hey, I got some ejaculation that I can sell for 100K if there's any females out there.
Bro, I'm pretty sure there's some dumbass idiots out there that will probably buy it too if they're buying freaking bathwater, fart, put a X variable in it. I'm pretty sure they'll buy it.
It's crazy. 200K selling your farts, bro. Who the fuck is buying someone's farts?
Fucking
some dumbass motherfuckers with half a brain.
And one of the articles that I read, they actually got in touch with somebody that bought it, and he was like a nurse or something, and he said that it made me feel closer to her or something like that.
What the?
I'm like, okay, I'm clearly no.
That motherfucker needs to see a psychiatrist quick.
Yeah.
That motherfucker needs therapy.
The nurse needs to see a doctor or something.
And I'm pretty sure that doctor's gonna need a doctor trying to figure out why did I freaking take this job to fucking try to fix this motherfucker. Like,
oh, Roberto, that's nice. That's next week.
You got that right.
Yeah, that's next week. Got a nice topic for next week, guys. With that being said, though, we are hit the 2-hour mark, so we will close it up. I'm gonna let these guys go through their channels real quick. First off, I know Andrea doesn't have one, but I'm sure he'll shout out some other channels. So Andrea, talk to the people real quick, please.
Yo, what's up, people? Yeah. I know I haven't been a lot lately on streams, but I'll be here and there too on MSKs. Shout out to his channel. Shout out to him in his new place. Finally,
Yeah,
You know,
fuck
finally got his new place. You know, shout out to Roberto's channel over here. Get this man's channel up, get him going, get his channel going out there, shout him out. But the main deal is it's not about the main courses here is Nzo's channel here. If you want to get the O.O.C and everything, you'll find me here on the O.O.C. You'll find me here on Nzo streams. You'll find me here on everyone else's channels.
Yeah.
And Stormy that was on MSK's channel for that one-on-one video stream yesterday. If you want to see her also, go on Lunga's channel, The Great Council. Subscribe to him too. They do a ranking system video on movies, a certain series. It's great. Always the difference of opinions and agreements and stuff like that, and that's what it's all about. This is, media is subjective. And let's go, Brandon, 2024.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mads, I seen it. It's very nice. Good job with the drawing. Roberto, before we go real quick, did we ever tell you what happened on MSK stream one time?
No.
So we were on the stream, right? And I don't know, I guess someone was talking whatever, but they heard a noise. So MSK happens to look back. Some fucking woman walked into his house, opened up the door, and walked right in.
No fucking way.
Yeah. And he was calm. He was calm about it.
It wasn't Lennon, was it?
No. I think he said some crackhead or something like that, or a neighbor or something like that.
Looked at.
Is he in Cali?
Doubt it.
He's in Cali, right? Yeah. Walk right in. And MSK was like, "Oh," he told her, like, "Don't be careful. Don't ever do that to someone else because you never know what someone might do."
Shot.
I was like, "Yo, first off, I would have been like, who the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?" Like, I would have went off, bro, because you would have heard me cursing like crazy. Like, get the fuck out. He didn't say none of that. He was just cool. I'm like, you did that
calm,
better than I did, bro. Yeah, you were.
I wouldn't be so calm. I'll be looking at you with a damn fucking 1,000-yard stare at you. Like, you better get the fucking out of here because I'm gonna be reaching for my machete. First of all, I'll be reaching for that motherfucker. You got 5 seconds to get out.
Facts. Mike,
3 seconds if you're lucky.
What do you say? You can't blame anyone but yourself for leaving the door open. Yeah, good point.
That's true.
Not really open, unlocked.
That's why we had to tell him to lock his fucking door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, not really open. It was unlocked. But Mike, tell the people about your channel. It's crazy.
Oh, no, I'm just here hanging out with you guys. Wait, actually, you know what? Hold on, let me. Wait, no, this isn't it. I thought I had it. I thought I had the video of MSK. But I don't. But yeah, no, I'm just hanging out with you guys. I do have a channel, Real Comics, but talk about comics. That's all. But
cool.
Yeah. But thanks.
So it's always great to have you on here, Mike.
It's difficult listening to you guys. Same here. It's difficult listening to, like, sometimes I'll put the show on when it's not live, and then I'll hear shit, and I'm like, oh, I got to get on there. I'm like, wait a minute, this is recorded. I can't do it. Like, so that's why I like live stuff. That way, if I hear something or a nerd man or something saying stupid shit unchecked.
Most popular guy on the web.
Shout out to his channel too. You want the biggest hot takes? Go to his channel.
Where the fuck were you this morning? Oh my god, we were going off. I had to go off on this guy, bro.
Wait, what happened?
My Nerdman stream, we were talking about, we got into the race bending stuff, you know what I mean? And then I was like, well, Marvel, we talked about Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, yeah, but Marvel had a history of movies. That's why they were able to do Guardians of the Galaxy when they did, right? So and then I said, and DC's trash. And the minute I said that, Nerdman went
triggered
off. He went off, bro. It was fucking hilarious. And Roberto, tell the people about your channel, please.
Ain't much to say, son. You can find me here Wednesday. Sometimes you can find me on Saturday, Danny's channel, doing sports. My channel, I can't really tell you guys. I can't really tell you. Don't want to lead anyone hanging, suspenseful. It'll come when it comes, man.
That's it. You know what I mean? Stop that procrastinating, though, bro.
I hear you. I hear you.
With that being said, guys, great show. Glad these guys could come in on the bottom here, Mike and
Thank you
Andrea.
for coming by, gentlemen.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody that came into the chat to check it out. Make sure you subscribe to everybody on here.
Respect and love to the chat. Respect and love.
Facts, and make sure you're ready for next week, because I think we already got a fire topic, and I'm pretty sure
yes, we
something
do.
else in the week will come up. So
it's going to be fire because it's a sensitive topic.
That is correct. Peace, love, and hair grease, guys. See you on the next one.
I'm Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. I am this year's Canadian Fantasy League football champion. I take that honor very well. Thank you, Nzo, for inviting me to your league. I just kick all y'all Canadians' ass. I think I was the only American on there, so I'm glad that happened, and I'm ready for the show.